Welcome back, friends, to a Wranglerstar holiday special. This is something that we've done every year for a long time, and that would be my holiday buyer's guide video. So I've picked out, so what I was thinking this morning is that I wanted to share with you guys the things that I've really enjoyed this year, and it's something that will fit everyone's budget. I think the lowest item is about $3, but still good. The highest end probably getting a little bit over $200, and lots of stuff in between. So everything that I'm sharing with you today, all 12 items, are things that I have personally bought with my own money. That I have used. Some of them I've used for years. Some of them are new things that I've recently come in contact with. But they're things that that I will personally vouch for, that have given me a lot of joy in ownership, I guess. So I was going to start with the lowest to the highest. Should we do that? Well, we'll kind of go in that direction. Well, this is if you want something, if you don't have a lot of money and you want to get something that I think your loved ones will really enjoy. It's the simple. Who makes this thing? Night Eyes. And I will put links, unlike the survival video, car survival video, I will put all the links on here before I publish the video so you guys can go check that out. This is a Night Eyes. It's just a simple non-fall rated carabiner that's designed for your keys, and I just love it. I have had a lot of trouble keeping track of my keys and finding my keys and losing them all the time, and if you're a guy that works in construction or outside, to have it that you can clip them on, it is super, super handy. So these are only like $3 or so. I bought a 3-pack of them. I use them for everything. I just really like them. It's the Night Eyes stainless steel. It's not a climbing carabiner. It's very lightweight, and you can put it in your pocket, and it's not so bulky as the other ones. But I enjoy this thing every single day. Now, I absolutely love, the second item is my Wildland firefighting belt. There's a guy on, the only place you can get these is there's a guy on Etsy that is making these. He somehow found the steel, which are really rare, the official U.S. government steel buckles. These things are heavy, and then he sews this very smart webbing on there. I don't know who builds this webbing, but the quality of it is excellent, because I have wore this belt I think almost 5 years now, every day, and that's on wildland fires, and it doesn't even hardly show any sign of wear. Super, super quality, and you can have this for 20 bucks. He can make them for big sizes, small sizes. I'm not affiliated with him, but I will put his link down there. But for $20, they're excellent belts, and I like that they don't have holes in them, so you can adjust them any size. I find myself throughout the day, after a meal or so, letting the belt out, and it's just infinitely adjustable, and I love this belt. I've never had a better belt than this, and you just can't beat it for 20 bucks. It'll be one of your favorite things. So that's item number 2. So this is something that I recently came upon that was recommended to me by a friend of mine who is an extreme runner, and it's a Sawyer water filter. And these are very affordable, and what I have started doing, like primarily with dirt biking, is rather than carrying a gallon of water, which is really heavy and hard to manage, is just taking a liter of water and then this very lightweight filter. It is very versatile. You can screw it right on to the supplied bag, which folds into nothing. I mean, that's it, guys, for the whole water filter. So how you do it is if you have a source that you don't know if it's clean or not, you can put it in a lake or a river or a stream. You can fill this up. You screw this bottle on, and then just like your normal valves on, like you have on a water bottle, you can empty that into your water bottle, whether it be a Nalgene or whatever you carry. Not only that, but if you like to use Camelbacks and you get in a situation where you don't know if the water is fresh, you can unscrew this or leave this alone, and you can slip that right on the end of your drink tube. So you replace the bite block with it, and you're filtering everything that comes out. So it's not very expensive. It's very well made. I've used it extensively this year, and it is a great product. It's probably, as far as ultra lightweight water filters, this is excellent. What a great thing to have to keep in your truck, in your emergency kit. Very huge fan of that. Well, we couldn't do a Christmas video without some EDC stuff, and as you guys know, I'm really have been enjoying the Spyderco Para 3 knife. One of my subscribers sent this to me. I would not have bought it because I was very happy with my Benchmade 940, but I like this better. I haven't carried the Benchmade, I don't believe, since I've got this. This is an excellent knife. It's a little bit expensive. They're on sale today. I saw they were about $135 for the G10 model, which is a pretty good, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but this is a made in Colorado knife. This is something that's really special. You know, just every once in a while, a manufacturer will just get it right. You know, just hard to explain it. You know, there's so many things that go into it, but they get it right, and they do with this one. It's one of those things that every time I take it out of my pocket, you get that little bit of, it gives me the fizz, right? It gives you that little bit of joy and pleasure. And if you're going to pack something around, you might as well like it, right? If you want to save a little bit of money, if that's a little bit over your budget, you can get the same knife that has, instead of the G10, it has, they're more of a plastic, a lower, kind of a lower end scale. Same knife, same quality, and you can get that in the $90 range. So just be aware. So if you're on Amazon looking at these and you say, wait a minute, this one's a lot cheaper, it's a different handle material. So it's not exactly the same thing. But the Spyderco Para 3 is a do-all knife. I love it. I'm a huge fan of it. Speaking of EDC, and I think that this has shown up in previous videos, just a delightful little compass made by Suunto. I think they're made in Finland. This is designed to clamp onto a watch strap, like a NATO strap for a band. I used this on our Wabda ride, on our big dirt bike adventure. It was on my watch the whole time. I used it all the time. I circumnavigated Mount St. Helens with no other compass than this. It's very high quality, and I really have enjoyed it. It's about a $20 item. It slips right on your watch band, and high quality, very nice. Suunto, I don't know how to pronounce it, Suunto, makes really high quality items, and that'd be a nice little gift right there. Well, not really on the EDC side, but the flashlights, you know, we've talked about these before. I have been enjoying the Streamlight Dooley. This light's really special to me because of ticks all the boxes. It runs off of 3 AAA batteries. It lasts a long time. It's adequately bright. And the cool thing about it is it's got 2 light sources. So we've got that light source on the bottom right there that shines down at your feet. So when you're walking, you're not stumbling over things. If you want more, you press the top button, and that gives you a traditional spot. So there's 2 lights on it. That's why they call it the Dooley. Very robust, excellent pocket clip. I have 3 of them. It is my go-to. It's the light that I grab when I come out to see, you know, what the dogs are barking at. Just an excellent light. And around the $30 price point, you can't beat it. This is one of those lights that you're going to be passing down to your kids. They're just really tough, durable lights. Surefire, or Streamlight, is a good value for lights. Oh, speaking of good value, this combo right here, the Knipex, I think these are the Cobras. The Cobras or the alligators, they're both pretty good. I'll put the link to the one that I like. This is actually the larger model. I would recommend for you guys the smaller one, the one that I'm going to put in. I've got that packed away in a toolbox. But you've got a toolbox in your hand right there, essentially. You have I don't even know what these are called. This is the adjustable wrench. It basically replaces a crescent wrench. It's way better than a crescent wrench. It gets bigger. And this will replace, you know, in a lot of situations, a whole socket set and a whole set of wrenches. Now, not for a mechanic and everything, but I'm talking about just having something on you or something in the car that you can fix stuff with. And this gives you, of course, the Cobra pliers are the best I've ever used. The cool thing about the pack that I'm going to put up for you guys is it's small enough. The shorter ones, if you're a service guy, I had some guys that are maintenance, that work in like industrial maintenance, like big factories. There's so much machinery and conveyor belts and motors and all sorts of things. There's guys that go around and they have to keep everything running. They have to be about the most versatile guys in the whole world. They need to be able to fix anything. And several of you guys that do that, facility guys, contacted me and said, oh, absolutely, it's standard. We carry the 2-pack on our belt. It's basically a toolbox on your belt. So the one that I'm putting up there has a case included. So if your husband or boyfriend has that type of work, he would really appreciate having something like that. And both tools are going to be in the $70 range, I believe. And that is a lot of money, but that's a tool that is a lifetime. That's a heritage tool of just the best quality. Speaking of tools, recently one of my subscribers sent me a set of the German-made Wera screwdrivers, and you guys, I didn't know where to get them. You guys showed me that they're on Amazon as well, and they're relatively affordable. So I picked out what I think would be the best set, and they come with a really nice wall holder that I installed over here by my vise. You've probably seen in previous videos that keep them handy right there. These are excellent screwdrivers. They have kind of an octagon shape on the handle so they won't roll off of your workbench. They have, the larger ones have an ability to put a wrench on there so you can really turn. They have hardened tips on them, and they bite screws like nothing I've ever used before, even better than the Snap-on ones at, I would say, maybe a third of the price. So you can get a good set that's got some Phillips and standards in there, number 1s and number 2s, for around the $30 price range, and you get the nice case that, or the mounting deal that mounts on the wall. These are really great, and they're identified on the top too, which is really cool. I just noticed something. You know, we use screwdrivers for things that they're not designed for, right? Just to give you an idea of the thought that went into this, there's a striking plate on the top of that. So yeah, I know, the right tool for the right job, but when you're up on the top plate and hanging rafters and you need to pound on something, or you need to pop a nail out or something, and this is what you have in there, that's what you're going to use. And the guys that design tools that know what they're doing, they know that, and they put a striking plate on there. So when you, if and when, the few times you do need to use it as like a chisel, it's not going to destroy the handle. You know, a lot of thought goes into that. And for $30 for a full set, that's a heck of a value in my book. Okay, so I'm a little on the higher end here. We're jumping around a little bit. I love Surefire flashlights. With that being said, they're so expensive that it's kind of hard to justify them sometimes. I don't, especially for an EDC knife or just EDC flashlight around the house. But when it comes to putting something that is going to be on a personal defense item, let's say you have a shotgun at home or an AR, you really want the best, right? You just don't want to skimp on things that when you need that, it's got to happen. It's got to work. It's got to be 100%. So I'm just unwilling to go with any lesser flashlights on the personal protection items, the rifle that I'm going to have by my bedside. And the Surefire X300 is a great package. It's all in one. It's very versatile. If you're a Glock guy or a guy, you can use it on handguns. You can move it over. You can slip it on the top of your rail. For your AR, you can hang a piece of Picatinny on the side of your shotgun stock, and you can clip it on. So a guy doesn't have to buy multiple lights, and really get invested in there. And when you start looking at like the Surefire Scout lights with the tape switches and the custom mounts and all of that, you're getting up into $500, almost twice the price of one of these, and you don't have that versatility. So it's all in one. It's got the switches on it. It works really well on ARs. It's a great light, and I have never, ever had an issue with these. I just change the batteries once a year. Runs off the 2 CR123 batteries. This would be a great gift. If Mrs. W, if I woke up in the morning and I opened up one of these, I would be very, very excited. Around the $200 to $20 to $250 range if you want something really extra special. Back to the cheap end, but not bad. Again, and this thing has probably made the list many times, is the Mora knife, the Swedish-made, the chisel knife. This is a classic Mora I don't think that, are they stainless? Yeah, this one is stainless, and it's a chisel knife, and this is one that's found its way in my tool belt, and I use it so much that I actually have it on a magnet next to my vise. When there's a tool when you keep tools around your vise, those are tools that you're always using and that are very handy. It's for cutting stuff. It's for opening letters. It's for scraping goo off of stuff. It's for prying. It's easy to sharpen. It's got those that Scandi type of grind on there. You can sharpen it with anything. Excellent. And what are these things? 13, 14, 15 bucks? And they come with a nice sheath. This is a handy tool right there. A knife, a chisel, a scraper. It's even got a really hard plastic deal in the back. I've pounded on it. I've cut nails with it. It's tough as nails. This is a great tool. I love this. These are often out of stock on Amazon, so you might want to jump on it. But a great stocking stuffer there, the Mora chisel knife, for sure. I use a lot of saws. I get that's probably one of the most common questions that I receive when guys are asking. Either they want to know about what axe to get or what saw to get. And that the saw that I would recommend if you're just around the house and cutting branches and cutting limbs or want to have something that is super versatile, the Samurai. Is it the Ichiban? Yeah, the Ichiban. And it comes with an excellent sheath. The sheath is a really important component of it, because if you're working or you're getting in, let's say you're an arborist guy or you're a landscaper and you're getting in and out of rigs, but you want to have a saw on you all the time, this sheath is really nicely designed. You can unsnap the Fastex, you can thread this onto your belt in the morning, and then when you need the saw, you can just simply snap it on, and you'll always have it at your side. And you're not poking your upholstery or trying to, or you're a climber. Another thing, you can strap it onto things. And these are excellent saws. I've just taken really good care of it. I've used it hours and hours. I have cut hundreds of things with it, and I can't tell that it's really lost a step. It's seems just as sharp, and the ergonomics of it are perfect. I even love the colors. That green and red are so pretty, and that shape is so good, especially for limbs, especially for reaching stuff. I absolutely adore this saw, and they're not that expensive. They're half the price of a comparable Silky, or they were at the time when I bought this. But the Ichiban Samurai is an excellent saw. A couple personal apparel items that I really like and have enjoyed are the, people ask why I don't wear my Knipex boots anymore, and I do wear Knipex boots on wildland firefighting, but they're pretty big and heavy boots. It's pretty fatiguing to wear big heavy boots all the time, especially like Knipex or Whites, and they track a lot of mud in the house, and they take forever to put on and take off. And what I've kind of found that I've kind of gravitated towards are the Salomon Boots. These are excellent boots. These are so good that a lot of the spec op guys and I think even some of the SEALs and guys are guys that have the freedom to buy their own gear, that can have the best, they can have anything they want. You see a lot of guys using these. They're Gore-Tex, they're waterproof, they're very breathable, and they wear like iron. This is my second pair in 20 years. My first pair probably lasted me 10 years, and actually they're still going. I could still get a couple more years out of them. I just saved them, and I thought I'd give them to Jack if he needs some beaters. But the Salomon, I don't know if they're the GTXs or what they are, but these are excellent, excellent boots. And if you want to take it one step further and have the ultimate in footwear, get yourself some Superfeet inserts. I'll try to remember to put those in there. Superfeet inserts, if you don't know, replace the standard footbeds of shoes, which are usually pretty low quality. Imagine it like this. When you buy a new car, the tires that come on it are often pretty low quality. It's some of the cheapest tires that you can get, and most guys will want to get rid of those and put something of quality on there. Well, the footbed inserts on a lot of shoes, even nicer shoes, are pretty low quality, and these are a big upgrade. And the way they have the plastic and kind of the orthotics, and they rub the heel, it prevents a lot of heel lift, and they're excellent. I put them in all the shoes that I own. I put Superfeet inserts into. It'll help your back, just make you more comfortable. I have an axe here that I forgot to grab. I'll save that till last and go get it. If you want a cool briefcase, this is one of those things that is in probably my top 10 favorite. I love Mystery Ranch. Mystery Ranch, if you don't know, makes some of the best backpacks, and they make the best wildland packs. They make packs for professionals, hunters, top quality. Actually, the guy that started Mystery Ranch, I think it's in Bozeman, Montana, is the guy that originally started Dana Design. And if you guys are backpackers, you'll know Dana Design was legendary in durability. And this stuff, there's no compromise. They don't skimp on quality. What this is, it's a soft briefcase. And it has so many features that I love. And I've used this I originally got it as my briefcase for wildland firefighting, but I use it all the time. You have a padded computer sleeve. You can put a 15-inch computer in there. Sometimes I'll put 2 in there. There's plenty of room. It has a main compartment that's divided. You can put whatever you need to in there. The front compartment's kind of interesting. So it's got a dual zipper, and then you have a mesh zipper pouch inside here, place for pens and such, and then you can drop things in there. So I mean, that's pretty standard, but just the build quality and the look of it is just, it's very smart and it's excellent quality. It comes with a shoulder strap with the outside D-ring, so if you're like at the airport, this is my go-to pack. You can carry it over the shoulder. You have 2 reinforced loop handles on there like that, but the coup de grace is that it has convertible backpack straps. So if you are, especially if you are a business guy and you travel a lot, to be able to put your briefcase on your back when you're at the airport and truck along and have something else in your hand, whatever that may be, is really nice. And you can just put it on just like a backpack. It just carries sideways and you have all your stuff on there with padded straps. If you don't want that, they simply unsnap. Sorry guys, we went over our 30 minutes and the timer ran out. But the Mystery Ranch briefcase, love it. Mrs. W and I, we fight over it. When we travel, who's going to get it because we enjoy it so much. Okay, and we'll round out. We can't have a buyer's guide without an axe recommendation. And again, the best value I've ever come across in my top 3 favorites is the Cold Steel Trail Boss. An incredible value, an incredible axe. I just can't say enough about Cold Steel. I've had a couple of their things and it far exceeded my expectations, and the quality seemed to far exceed the price point. I just don't know how they do it. I mean, this I would put this up against the Swedish steel axes in a great design. It's more of the American style, but you know, it doesn't have the super steel and and the heritage and all of that, but it's got a good American hickory handle. It's got a good steel head. It's almost a perfect design. I mean, they kind of copied a Collins, the old Collins boys axe, the Legitimus, which is just a classic, one of the greatest of all times. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They just went to what was good and replicated it. You know, it's probably made overseas. It says Taiwan here, but Taiwan's not China. You know, Taiwan we have some really great products coming out of Taiwan. A lot of the Spyderco knives. I believe my Spyderco bushcraft knife came out of Taiwan, and that's an excellent knife. I love this axe. It is really in my top 3, and it's so affordable. What are these things? I see them anywhere from like $25, $35. Unbelievable. And if you wanted to really spice it up and have a really nice combo, and I don't have the shovel to show you right now, but they make a little a shovel that kind of goes with it. It has a wooden handle, a really stocky little handle. I think they call it the German or Russian Special Forces shovel. I'll put a link on there. Excellent. You have this in your rig. That's a great combo. If I can't find mine here the next couple of days, I'm going to order another one. I don't know where it ran off to. The kids were always using them, so they probably left it out in the woods somewhere, but they're pretty affordable too. But that would be a great combo, the Cold Steel Trail Boss and that little shovel. And I guess that's about the size of it. I could go on and on, but I kind of sat down over the last couple days and I was thinking about it and jotting things down, the things that really give me the fizz, the things that I've really enjoyed this year that are excellent, that you just couldn't go wrong. So I'll put those links there. Those will be Amazon affiliate links, so it doesn't cost you any more to use them. If you want to use them, go ahead. If not, no, doesn't matter. But it just helps to support the channel. So, and I always get asked to do these. And so this is fulfilling a subscriber request. All right, thanks for watching. Keep us in your prayers. The family is, Mrs. W's mom is here visiting. It's nice to have her here. Mrs. W's twin brother will be here tonight, all the way from the Netherlands, and it'll be good to see him. So it's going to be nice. It's nice to have all the family visiting and all that. So keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you guys on the next video.